Okay guys, it's Steve with Montana Musings Outdoor Channel, and made it out to the range. So got the old Seekins out here, and I'm going to do some testing on these. I'm going to start out with the Barnes 155s. These are 66.8 grains, and I already have tested those. I just bumped it up a couple tenths and loaded up some 67s. So just want to see what kind of velocity I'm getting out of them. And then the 165 ABLRs, I have 65.5 grains of MagPro and 65.7 grains of MagPro. So I'm just going to bump those up a couple tenths from my original loads, which were going 2962, and just see how they shoot. If they don't shoot, you know, I can always back off a little bit and see. It's going to be working plenty good. So anyway, I'm going to set up my, I got my that new Vortex 12 to 36 out here. So I'm going to set that up on here so you can see downrange at the target and see the results. So hopefully they're good. And I'll holler out the velocities. So I'm going to get this set up and get to shooting. Okay, I've sent a couple down with the 155 LRXs just to see where we're at. It's been a while since I shot these, so and when I was out shooting at 980, I didn't zero my scope, so I shot another one. I'm still about 3 inches high and about an inch to the right, it looks like. So I've adjusted for that. And now I'm going to just see if we can get about a 3-shot group. And so far it was 3,061.7 and 3,062. And that's 67 grains of MagPro. Let's see, I'm going to have to go further right. Or left. There we go. Let's try that. So I'm aiming at the left side of the target there. Okay, I might have come a little bit too far left, but not much. Not much. So as you can probably see it there, it's on the left hand side, and I'm just going to keep running 3 more down there. That one was 3,056.1. Alrighty. $3,049.5. And 3,086.9. So I'm going to go down and grab that target and we'll have a look at it. And no, I don't think I will. I think what I'll do is, so the left hand side, the barrel, it's starting to warm up a little bit with that suppressor on there, that AB suppressor, the 810 Warthog. I sure like that thing, and it's really good for the money, I'll tell you. All right, so now I'm going to aim at the center dot with the 165 ABLRs with 65.5 grains of MagPro. And I don't know how these will group after shooting those coppers, but I haven't noticed a big difference. So I don't know if you guys have had any kind of experience with that or not, but I've seen a number of people like Little Crow Gunworks, Tim, he doesn't have any problem. Reloading Weatherby hasn't had any problem. I'm just going, I'm going to set up a different session here. So if you'll hang with me for a minute, I'll shut this off and get set up and we'll go with the 165. So I'll be right back. Okay, I got a new session started for recording the velocities, and got the Athlon Rangecraft set up and ready to send one down. Here we go. I'm going to aim at the center dot this time. $29.57.3. $29.32.4. That was a little slower. So I haven't gained much velocity at all, going up 2/10. So that was 29.75.7. So a little bit of a spread there compared to the 155 LRXs. The SD was 12.7, so this one's not going to be that good, but okay. And then I am going to let this barrel cool down a little bit, and I'll be back. Okay, I've let the barrel cool down some. I did not let it cool down that much, only a couple minutes between the LRXs and that first load of 165 ABLRs. I walked down and looked at it, and it's ABLR is probably about an inch. The 155s are probably 5/8 maybe. So anyway, so I'm going to run down 3 of these 65.7 grains of Mag Pro and just see what we get. And I'll go through all the numbers when we get all done here and write them down. And I'll do a kind of a wrap up. So. But let's get these down here and see what we can do. All right. So now I'm going to aim at the 8 on the right hand side if I can. I didn't bring. I got my other rear bag. I didn't bring it on them other ones, so. Wasn't that steady. See if this helps a little bit. I was more concerned about getting velocity, but always good to check accuracy too, I guess. But this is going to be 2. Let's see. Adjust my bipod a little bit. There we go. All right, let's see what we can do here. Oh, that's much better. Okay, 29.49. I don't seem to be getting any kind of a velocity jump, so there must be a kind of a velocity node here. So I might as well just stick to the 65.3 I originally did. It is kind of opening up a little bit though. like I had one shot that was kind of high, and then the other two are just about touching. So, but that pretty much, that was 29.61. So not really any velocity difference at all. So probably just stick with the original 69.3 or 65.3, sorry, and just go with that, because it was like 3,057 on my first testing, or 29.62. Getting my two bullets mixed up, but so this one was 29.61, so it's right there, the same. It probably even averaging a little less. So anyway, let's I'll get this stuff put away and all that kind of stuff, and we'll do a wrap up back at the table. So we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so that was kind of a fun session, and I'll flip this around here so you can see exactly what happened here with the results, and hopefully this information may be able to help you. So let's see how she did. So my first, I was getting sighted in. I forgot to redial. Obviously, I told you that, and because I had been shooting at 980 yards, so I shot, and this was my first shot. So I had 5 shots on this first session, and these are the ones where I was actually dialed in, and I was aiming for this 8 right here. So I actually adjusted a little too far, but I just shot the group anyway. So we're looking at, you can see here, on those 5 shots, it was an SD of 12.7 and an average of 3,063 feet per second. So that is 6 feet per second faster than, on average, than my first one, with just 0.2 of a grain bump. So, and it shot pretty good, because I would say that's no more than 3/4 of an inch. So not bad, especially for copper bullets. But, and then let me get you, whoa, you know the wind blows here. Okay, and the second one, that wind's not going to help me today. With these were the 3 shots with the 60, what was that, 63.5 grains, and it kind of had a nice little triangular shape there. Probably, it's probably a hair over an inch. And then the 65.7 grains was this one, and that was my first shot, and then the next 2 shots were right touching there. But that's one of those things where a 5-shot group might be obviously better to see what's going on, because one could be me or whatever, but it could be that it's just inconsistent, doesn't like that. But I'll probably just go back to my original 65.3, call it good, because I didn't gain any velocity. So, but I'm probably going to go with those LRXs anyway, because they shot really good. So, and they were 3,060. So, let me see here. I can, yeah, 17.7. Let me get what that third session was on here for sure, so you can see that. Okay, so the third session with this 65.7 was 29.60, so it's still right, the same as my 65.3, only the SD was a little better, but didn't shoot as good of a group, so odd. Anyway, that let me flip you back around here. Anyway, that's my session for today with the old 6.8 Western Seekins Havoc PH2, and we'll you know, I think I'm pretty much done testing this stuff, so I'm ready to go hunting now. But anyway, we'll just keep looking at fun stuff to do here. I've got of course the podcast coming up. I've been working on something, but haven't been able to connect up with Trina, the grizzly bear gal for the state, so keep trying on that, see what happens. But and then I talked to another fellow who actually won a rifle at the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, and it happened to be a 6.8 Western, and he was telling me some stories with it, and he's got an interesting scope on it, so I'm trying to get him in too. So anyway, we got stuff coming up that revolves around the 6.8 Western, and hopefully I can put something together good for you tomorrow. So might even include some of the footage from this. So We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching Montana Musings Outdoor Channel.